Hey everyone, welcome on into the Daubers. I've got myself and Adam here. How's it doing, Adam?
Hi, Connor. How are you doing? Hello, everyone else. How are we?
Not bad, not bad. So today, Adam, we are going to be watching round 3 from the Sheffield event, obviously the RLE. So we have Kyle Brunt playing Momo, and we have John Paul playing Shigaraki. Right, what are we thinking is going to happen here?
I think this will be a very interesting game. I'm going to put them both towards a control category of characters. Momo is super hard to get through with her defenses, constantly blocking, constantly finding the right card. But Shiggy 3 has got his check hacks, his big massive first form to mind his checks the entire turn. And then if it's built on an order deck, he could just start taking away your foundations at the same time. So it'll be a race to see who can take over the other.
Yeah, so I'm thinking this one's going to be cool, because I think this was also the first kind of main event where League of Villains stuff was in play. If I'm right.
I think you're right in saying that. So
at least for us. So this will be interesting to see how well people adapt to the new characters coming in, especially ones like Shiggy, because there's a lot of deck check hacks happening here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is a set 1 versus what was the brand new set 4 characters, so we get a complete showing of who's stronger, what's better.
Yep. So I think we should just dive on in and see how the games go.
Yeah, let's go.
Right, here we go, everyone. So we're getting into round 1, so let's see how this starts off.
So Momo's on the play to begin with, so we've got a raiding the villain hideout to start, followed by specialist to sound, then to self-sacrifice, and we're going to keep playing. Yeah, he's going for it, can't be fixed, that's an easy pass.
Too bad.
Yep. Let's see what Shigaraki's got to answer this one then. He's reviewing, looks like it's saving back again. So you got sticky balls, into in control.
Playing out his checks. This is it. House of Cards. Oh.
Solid pick, very good.
Yep. I see. You can see it's a new card. The new card. See, everything's getting red.
Yep. Oh, and he gets a big 5 build.
It does get.
2.
That's a lot.
Oh, that's a lot for a 7-hand. I think we can keep that many cards back with him. Okay, let's see what happens.
This is interesting.
So I do like this matchup. It would just be who gets ahead.
Can I preemptively hate the discard?
Yes, you can. Yes, you would like to preemptively hate.
Right, I'm fine. I'm going to preemptively hate the discard. I'm going to constantly think there's one more foundation in play, but it's fine. Okay, so we got it in hands.
So we've got hardened jabs in hands, which is essentially letting them build a free face down, and then followed by Shiggy's check a 5 or draw a card. But it looks like they checked the quick creation, so they're fine. Going into a block, and we're blocking with the big decaying Palm Slam. So that's a big card going out of Shigaraki's hand.
Yeah, using the attacks straight off the bat. Obviously, you can't really risk. Check. Yeah, see, that's awesome. That's a lot happening.
Yeah, that stops a big hit potentially for the 19 health Shigaraki there. And we pass over. Okay, not much happening in the turn 1, I think.
Yeah, throwing out that attack at the very start though, for the block, obviously he just doesn't want any damage at all early game.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, he's coming right back with the throw, so we've got Grasping Tape Toss. I think the throw might be in here probably to pick up that momentum for Shiggy's form then.
Oh, yep. And obviously he's playing a wee bit of stun as well with it.
Stun here could be interesting. Yeah, if it's not block, your rival commits 1 foundation, so it's got that potentially double stun on it, because it's its own stun keyword in this. It looks like Momo, checks the block, get +1, so he's flipped that raiding the villain's hideout, so he's at +1 to his checks the block for the rest of the turn. And looks like he failed the Shigaraki check a 5, so he's
letting him draw.
Card.
And then here comes the stun 1, obviously.
Yep, we've got it can't be fixed response, so he didn't really lose anything there. But
again, forcing it out early. Yeah, I think that's what you've got to do. Just get that off the field.
There's no point sitting around and waiting for it. It's best to just trigger it and keep going. So we're blocking on a 4 with a pigeon flock, is that?
Yeah, taking some damage. So definitely blocking with attacks straight off the bat. This is round 3 as well in the tournament, so obviously you've got I think the numbers start to matter on where your wins start to come into play.
Yeah, I think this is where people are still trying to do the best they can at the moment. I know. I think I lost this round myself, unfortunately. I think it's when I hit the first Giro.
Ah, right, fair enough. I think I was still 3-0 coming out of this round.
Rub it in. This looks like Shiggy turns over, he gets some damage in, he gets his momentum, so he's set up for his big form. Momo's coming right back with the invisible.
Oh, nice.
And then he responded with a specialist, so he's had a look to see what it is. I didn't quite catch it. And then he's removing one of his face downs with his invisible.
I wonder what he's done. I wonder what one he took away, though. Because obviously it's going to come back face up.
Yep, we're going to come back face. But interesting, what PC brought back? Did he bring back his "it can't be fixed" potential?
Yes, that's what I would have done.
Stunning? Yep, what we're blocking with here. We're blocking with an engine trouble here, so I believe that's a breaker one. Yep. Breaker one. Oh no, it's a villain hideout that came back, so you can get plus 2.
Right. Yep.
So that's not a bad choice as well. But with no
that's
damage
not
in
too
there.
bad. Oh, nice, a bow staff.
Definitely, this will get to pick up. So we'll add one asset or weapon from discard pile to your card pool or hand. So this is definitely into Momo's play, obviously, with her kit. So we'll see what he gets with this. He's going for a wee hunt. Now, this isn't a card I've played a lot myself, but I've not played Momo. I didn't see what he picked up.
Yeah, and I also didn't see what. No, I think it was a foundation.
Definitely a foundation took by the hand, but not sure myself.
Fast and loose is definitely the playstyle here. I'm loving it.
Yep, definitely. It's nice and speedy. Let's see what we've got. So, alright, so we're killing a foundation to give it plus 2 speed from Momo. And then we flipped, we committed ice gliding for minus 2 speed. And if this is blocked, the next stick's minus 1 speed. I think JP looks like he's going to go for the block here.
Yeah. Bottom on a 7. Oh, that's the 3.
That's a bit rough.
Yeah. That's like half the board. Yeah, what else can you afford to lose here?
He's committing the sticky ball, so it's a big speed take got down, but okay. And he took some damage off the partial. But that seems to be him, Momo finished. Right, okay.
Yep.
Only a couple of pokes really into the Shigaraki, but he seems alright with that.
And then obviously gets a health off of the Rising Scarlet after it builds.
Yep, good catch.
So it's definitely, they're definitely playing into this quite a bit, which is quite cool. But not as many foundations I was hoping for.
No, it's not the big monster thing that Momo's got going. She doesn't have her assets out yet to really go for it, I feel.
Yep. I know,
we
quick
haven't seen a
yet.
big attack turn from them yet either, so that might just be what's stalling them. If they just, you know it yourself, if you sit and draw grey, then you don't have anything to play with. You're just looking at the hand.
Oh, hitting out with the first form. Oh.
Yeah. How good is Shigaraki's hand then to go for the first one?
Yeah, what's happening here?
All of the checks.
I mean, we can see 2 attacks on top of that hand there.
Yeah,
for the Vile season. Oh, here we go.
So he's doing, what's he going for here? So, yeah, it looks like he's double checking that yes, this is a form that does exist.
Yep.
And yes, it's nasty as hell.
Why are these new cards doing stuff?
Yep, so check a 7 if you fail. So he's checked a 4.
And he says no.
Fails it, so he gets to draw a card to 2 damage, and then he's going to flip to get +1 to his checks to block. So he's essentially megging out Shigaraki's -1 checks to block. But he still gets a -1 on his checks to get draw cards, so Shigaraki is going to get more card draw here.
Yep.
And it looked like there was a 3 on top from that specialist, if you shot it.
I missed that completely.
He's drawn it off the top, so he
drew it off
top. On top. And he's drawn it off the top with that preparing for battle. Okay, let's see what it is. It's a bit of a bold play by Shigaraki, but it does last until his next turn.
Yeah,
so
that's just it. It's like as it goes, it's like that kind of way where it's like it seems very aggressive. So I'm going to assume he's going to play out quite aggressively. Maybe not hold too much back in hand, and just hopefully be able to weather 1 or 2 attacks with the checks being negated.
Looks like it's going to happen. So GP AC gliding the Vile Season, which then got responded by Momo, giving it -2 speed, and then we've got +2 speed back again from the in control. So we want this Vile Season to hit.
Yep.
There's a lot of back and forth. There's some good gameplay. We're blocking as well, so on a 5. Checks a 4, seems to commit.
Yep. And then JP hits it also with a response after the check.
Oh, it hits it with a response. Good catch. I can see that.
Hit that. So it still get fully blocked, but obviously committing out 3.
Yeah, definitely.
Can hit me a
here comes
jolt. So definitely a bit of stun coming into this game plan here.
Yep.
We've seen it with the throw.
-3 speed on that. I think I've just noticed on the cards on the side here that the stats are changing. As responses are played.
Yep.
So that's something new. Oh, even doing the video, we noticed a few bits and pieces.
Yep.
Like the upgrades, people. So we got so she's going ahead and done the Momo thing to pick up a card. We are checking for a 5 again. He's checking, he's letting that fail, so it looks like Shigaraki got another attack off of that.
Yeah, that is just, it's so aggressive. It's so aggressive.
I have played Shiggy myself a few times and it is really aggressive to just keep getting the cards back into your hand.
It's like just look at the Momo stage already though. We're 2 attacks in. We're 2 attacks in and one's not even resolved yet. Like,
so we're blocking again. Checking up. Needs a 4. Yeah, he blocks with a breaker.
Yeah, and hits it with the breaker. Obviously still takes the damage. On the 1 damage, yep. So that's still good in momentum. Oh, wow. 1.3. Oh,
okay.
I bet he wanted a little bit more stunned out there.
Yeah, well, I think he's committing the foundation to... Oh, no, he's just trying to pass a check right now.
Yeah, he's still passing.
Yeah, okay. He's just trying to pass a check at the moment, so he's stunning 1.
Yep.
So it's taking another 1 down, so it's more damage on this attack, of course.
Do you? Aye. Yeah, I was going to say, do you...
Yeah, you build that down.
Yep.
Closure card pull gets rid of an useless tap foundation. It's another card draw for the Shigaraki, so even if this doesn't work, JP goes into his next turn with more than a full grip.
But look at the hand!
You see that hand?
What is that's a menace to society if I ever saw one.
Yeah, definitely. That's a terrible crime you've seen right there.
That's brutal. Oh my god. Okay, so definitely he's hit off with that first form really well, because he's now just got stack. I get it, like he's got every block he's going to need.
Yeah, this is just easy card draw for him at this point off of everything. So we're going up for 4 damage there, so we're 110. That's obviously the stat card is showing you right there. We've got all the stats going on.
We've got every bit of editing happening here. We've went full Voltron.
Everyone say thank you to Murray.
Blocking on the old 3.
Yeah, it's nice easy block. It's the big hit that doesn't get through for Shigaraki.
It's an easy block, but it has... I think he's going to go 1 more. I'm saying he goes 1 more. Thinking about it, he's heard me. No, he's going 1 more. He's like, nah, I got this.
Think he's going 1 more?
He's got it. He's got it. Nah, you failed me, JP. You failed me. What is this? What is this sensible gameplay? I can't believe it. I would have hit it with an 8 diff.
Yeah, you would have hit it with an 8 diff.
So obviously he plays about 2 more Mastermind Apprentice and the Request and Assist. Builds them down. He's still holding like 32 cards in hand.
Yeah, he's still got a massive grip. Although we've just missed, I think on the right hand side there, misplay popped up. I didn't quite catch it. It was a pass or misplay, so we'll see. I believe Murray's going to go back over them for a wee.
I wonder. Yeah, he's got. Oh, we're going to get pure grilled for this.
I know. I think Shigaraki's response was used straight away there.
Yeah, the first form's obviously still in play as well. There's that floating -1, isn't it, or something?
Yeah, the first form's still in place. He's -1 to all his checks, so yeah, he's making him try and commit to keep going as well.
I just look at the stage; it's scary.
I know exactly. We thought the Momo would build much more than this, but she's 4 or 5 foundations.
It looks like 4.
Double that.
Too many. Yeah.
Oh, his next ball was disrupting it at the top card in. Card pool. So just trying to neg his entire turn here with a -1 to his check and just filling his bin up. Filling his card pool up even.
It feels like it's working. It feels like it's working.
It would work on me. I'd be very upset with this turn. I'd just try and build 2 foundations past and survive the following turn.
And then he does the jolt to commit him out even further. That's rough. So he's got like 3 up.
Yep, he's also planning for his next turn though, because that was a specialist he's got and committed, so he's getting rid of that -3 speed for himself. Let's see where else we go here. So what's a Momo's plan from here?
I don't know if you slow down your build a bit. You know,
I would slow down and build a bit. I would
yeah.
take this turn off essentially.
Like especially because if you slow down, right, and you just waste that first form, then you just go back into the game plan. You've got 23 health. That's still hit.
Yeah,
That's still hit,
and that for free.
And it still takes the 4 damage. It's still that's still a hit on a 19 health character.
Yeah, it's still taking a life off, and we still doesn't have. Then we've got the reading the villain's hideout coming back in.
Because here's the thing as well with the brutal. Because the thing with this hand now is JP, if he's got 7 foundations in hand, for instance, like there's maybe not a lot of attacks coming in.
That's true. I don't think the Momo took the momentum.
Yeah, so look, he only gets the 2. He reviewed and drew 2 there, which means he had 6 in hand to start that. You know. Yeah, I'd have slowed down a lot faster with the build. That's what I'd have done personally, but.
Yeah, I probably would have just left that turn off. Oh, this is a nasty double palm shatter then.
Right, what's this one?
Get their whole hand back.
Oh.
Yeah, you hold lots of breaker, better hope you check.
Oh, this is like such a forced card. Right, here we go.
So he goes for it.
He checks the 5.
Checks the 5. He's fine.
Oh, you lucky dog. Oh, is he hitting it with a -1? No, he's fine.
I think he thought about it. He picked his coin up, but he left it.
Yeah, he was thinking.
There's a +1 to check.
I think he puts the coin on it when he's done it.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
And he passes his check for a draw as well.
Yep. And then he goes, no, I want to commit here. And he says, no, you can take that card.
And I think
you enjoy.
So see where this turn goes. So it is a throw, so it's going to get a wee bit of damage in, but it's not a big attack. JP gives it some speed, and potentially speed to the next one as well.
And readying up.
Yeah, ready. So he's sliding back up again, so he's going to do it again. Try and give lots of speed. No, we go for the block. And on 6.
Well, you can only do that. You can only do that in hands once anyway.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Murray, destroy him in post commentary.
I expect it. In terms of season.
Season.
Big attack, +1 on speed. See what we get for it. Checking a 5. Passing it again with ease.
Yeah.
Oh no, he fails it. Sorry, that's
fails it, lets him get the draw. Yeah, he's not committing for it. He's not getting enough things to commit, that's the thing. That's like such a really cheeky draw mechanic. Especially in these conditions.
Check the 7, he's letting it fail, so that veil becomes 6 damage with the card drop, so he stays it.
More draw.
Clear a card pool as well to get that asset out again.
Yeah, if the Momo player can like sort of pseudo build a little bit here, kind of keep things going. I just think if he gets hit with another 1.3, it could be really rough. Like, the damage isn't crazy when he gets committed out because he's not got that many foundations, but...
Yeah, that was going to be my comment there. He's not got a lot to deal damage. It's still 5.
Oh, wow, engine trouble.
Oh, okay, so that's committing down the cheeky wee foundation that seals things, I believe. So that's that gone. Okay. And there comes Ice Gliding again, and it's ready back up again. So it looks like Shigaraki's really going for it this time.
Yeah. I think that's where the misplay comes into play, because I think he's already readied it up, mind.
Yes, he has already readied it up. So
I caught it. Yes!
You caught it, well done. So you re-ready the card. Requesting assistance card, you haven't readied this combat.
Yeah.
So that is a misplay from that.
Tut, JP, tut. And fully blocked as well.
So right, it's fully blocked there. So he's at +1 to next attack. So he would have it any.
Yeah, there we go. It just.
It's 1.3.
Yeah, had to be. Just had to be. Like, if you're committing somebody that aggressively, you want that happening.
Taking a 4 off the top by the looks of it.
Yeah. Because at this point as well, with JP's game plan, he needs the damage in sooner as well. That's the thing. He needs to just force damage through at this point. It's.
Yeah. Well, that's the big thing.
You don't want this going too long.
Yeah, she'll win the long game by far.
He still has the self sack up, which is
oh no, he's destroying it from the -3 in.
Yep.
5, pass it in. See where we go. Does he have the right block in hand, or will we pick up a correct card this time around and just go ahead and block this, because it is only 3 speed low? Or
yeah, it's still blockable. Definitely blockable.
Okay. Definitely. He's definitely got some good blocks in his Scarpel if he needs it as well, though.
Yeah, he's been holding some good stuff. He goes for the extra damage, so now it's 3 low 8. Now it's...
Yeah.
There we
and
go.
there comes his block, it's a 1 low
lots
block. Block at a 5.
Yeah. Go for another one. Go for another one.
He's only got 4 ready at the moment.
Let's go. Health. We want another 1.3. The crowd demands it. He's got a jolt in hand, so he's putting that aside. Oh, here we go. It's an attack.
Oh, the jolt.
I'm appeased. It's fine.
Committing. Yeah, he commits for it.
Oh, yeah. At this point, you've got it. At this point, you've got it. Yeah.
I don't know if it was me. I would.
Nah, because see, at this point, because at this point, you would have been that you're either making the play of like I'm either making this attack happen or I'm just going to build out foundations. If you play the attack, you kind of want to commit to it at that point, because at this point now you've made a check and you're just throwing an attack away. It's not great, and it's going to do 1 damage regardless. So I want that momentum.
Aye, that's all true. Yeah, that's all true. We're sitting here. We've thrown 3 attacks at her. We barely touched the Momo. We definitely need to get something here. He's taking 2 damage off it with.
Yeah.
This is probably going down to 1 damage because the other asset's getting committed here and it's going down to 1 damage. So this is a big horror against the Momo. Even at this point, she's committed out. She's still got her assets here ready just to turn this last attack into 1.
And he takes the 1. Yeah, I mean, you've got it. There's no as if he's putting it in the pool now. Aye, and then forcing out the continuum of build.
I think
looks like
that.
he does fail it. Less in hand. He's got a few things to go to momentum.
I don't know what his momentum spenders are other than the big 6 diff attack from the Shigaraki. I don't think I've seen anything else.
I know, I feel like I'm missing something. Yeah. Oh.
Okay, back alley. That's,
okay.
Yeah, we -1 the check. That's still passing. We're still committing out Shigaraki. Is this curtains?
This could be a heavy hit. I mean, that time when I says I played that attack, no, do you know what? I take it back. I'd have said, you know what, a few extra foundations might have been sweet at this point in time.
Yeah, it's really should be great. So he builds in the Zero foundation just to keep his turn going. I think the Momo's going in here for it.
Oh, you've got it. This is an open field if you're not just swinging for the hills now.
Yeah.
Because he's not getting momentum, so he can't EX or anything like that.
Alley. Commits 2 for it. Check the 4.
Build again?
Yeah,
I'm imagining that's coming up.
He builds?
Yeah.
I think he's building again. He's building in his again just to keep himself going.
I feel like you've got
it. One hits, it's 6 speed. So if this one hits, then he's down to 3. They're checking the bins. I'm not sure why they're checking the bins.
So I would check here, because if you think you're going to end the game, I want as much info on what's in your deck. Deck's nearly cycled, you know everything in it. You can only switch out 10 cards.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Ultimate information. That's what you want. This is like the prime time to check it.
So we've got to use one of the assets here to add a foundation in for +2 damage.
Yep.
I think you can use the other one as well here. Just take up lethal though.
Yeah.
So unless you have a 0 mid here.
Yep, which he does. And this should be maybe all I roll.
Lethal. Partial on a 7. Nah.
It's the hit.
Okay, it's game 1 for you guys. That's your reserve 1 round up. Yeah,
right. That hit hard. I'll be honest with you, that switched very drastically. Right, here we go. So we're diving back into round 2. So obviously Momo gets round 1.
Yep, that's that game. That was a very fast end to that first match.
Yeah, that was a turn of events.
Shigaraki.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like I was actually shocked how fast JP then went committing out, and then get just hit.
Yep. So JP just rattles off all 3 because he obviously doesn't have a 2 check in his deck. So that was Ice Glide, House of Cards, Gotcha, Save him back, go past him. He's not hanging about for game 2.
Yeah. Only
they're on the clock, so I don't know how long one took.
Well, that as well. Yeah.
Momo is the same, so that's 2 Rising Star. It's no Precious Lesson. Also not running a 2 check. Fall by another Precious Lesson, and he gets it.
Is he going to fail it?
Okay.
Okay. I don't know if I'd have committed just to keep on hand with him.
I think the problem is she's too good in the defense, and he expects the aggro to come straight away. Is the thing. So
maybe actually
it's risky, especially if he's got a good card in hand to maybe build down. So here comes a jolt.
Yep.
So again, start off aggressive. We get the wee stun in. And we get maybe a wee bit of a poke damage. Again, this is giving Shigaraki his momentum that he wants.
Yep. Is the momentum's basically needed for? Is it the first form that needs it as well?
It's just his first form wants the momentum. So I think
First
JP's got Jolt in here and Tape Swing or whatever it's called, Tape Toss.
Yeah, tape toss or something.
To get momentum.
Yep.
So we've got on to try and draw a card. He checks a 5, gives it -1, chooses to fail the check and gets a card draw from it. So we're back to 7 in hand. It's fully blocked, still do the damage, doesn't bother blocking, takes 4.
Yep.
Is this a poke? Oh no, we've got
Oh, this is
how good are the cards in your hand?
Yeah. Throws it down, then picks it up.
I'm not sure if something's happened off camera. If there's maybe a rethink of it here.
Yeah, I think it feels like he's like, what's this going to be going in at?
He's maybe thinking of how aggressive he wants to be here at this point, or they might be given prizes or something.
Oh, maybe prizes will get handed around as well. We can only assume shenanigans were happening.
Yes, we can only assume the slightly curly promo cards were handed out at this point.
He was getting a promo card, he's rethought his entire turn. We're game for it. And now he's like, here we go. Hitting with the double palm shatter. Let's go.
Back on topic, right? See, does he check a 5? He does, he's safe, so he doesn't need to commit anything for it. That's a 4, isn't it? No, I think he checked a 4 actually. Oh no, he's done the check a 5 to draw the card, then check a 5 to discard their hand. Okay, so
right.
That failed the draw, passes the discard your hand.
Yep. Takes the damage, now he's going to continue. Oh, that's fulfill my duty. Nice.
That's pretty good, yeah.
I wonder if that was a sideboard card.
Maybe?
Yeah, I'm wondering.
Yeah, we didn't see it round 1 as far as I know, so coming as a sideboard just to cut short.
Yep.
Big stacks of the Momo might be a good shout here. See how well it works.
Definitely good if all we saw really was like invisible infiltration and like haymakers, you know? Like,
yeah, you got 2 perfect cards. Oh, there comes
here comes the infiltration though.
Yeah, we've got the raiding coming back out and an infiltration. He can reveal the top card of his deck because he checked the specialist and it's a 6 on top. So he'll give this -1 to pass and commits and kills it.
Yeah.
Oh no, he removes it.
Yeah, no, he removes it. Yeah, he's removed it and he'll rebuild that once it resolves, which is good because we'll be able to figure out what it was.
Yep, exactly. He's passed the check to draw, obviously, because there's a 6 on top and gets even more damage. So, I mean, at least you know when you're failing the 6, but you're taking it off your opponent at that point, I guess.
Yeah.
You're not just easy passing the next one.
But it depends what he's even able to play into next as well. Like, that sucks if you know there's a 6 and you've got to play a foundation next.
Yeah, well, I mean, if they have this known 6 on top gives you the confidence to go for another 4 diff attack here, because you're passing it straight without the committal.
Yeah.
Now it's gone, so you could be a 3 on top again. So I don't know where I would be sitting. I'd be a bit leery to try and play again, to be honest, because my luck is awful when it comes to this.
Just when you see the stages as well, I'm going to keep harping back at this, right? But it scares me what happened game 1, and it's like he got such a like weird build throughout the game, and it just looks scary. This would have me worried. If I was playing this game right now and I was Momo, I'd just be worried.
Well, the Shigaraki player has to have this to be defensive because he only has 90 life, so we're going to try to commit something else down with this engine trouble.
Yeah.
Whereas he's fully blocking with it with the breaker, sorry, so he's blocked that out and he's got a small and limber. We're passing and we're finished. The Shigaraki player needs to have a bigger stage, but the Momo can switch gears to aggression on.
Yeah, see now it looks. See now it's like 90. Look at that. Now it looks like a game.
Yeah.
Now we're like, yep, everything's happening. He rebuilt back in the Momo one that's like +1 speed, +2 damage. I just for the life of me can't remember the name of it. It's on the one that does it on like the weapon attacks.
Yep, I remember the card.
Yeah.
So this is
for the life of me can't remember the name. Yeah, this was the tape toss. Yep.
Tape toss. That's aggressive tape toss. There we go. So this is potentially stun 2 on its face. We're doing +1 checks to block here. So we kind of turning off Shigaraki's own enhance a wee bit here. We've not first formed with Shiggy from what I can see.
Yep,
no momentum's moved. So we're fine there.
Yep, hits with a stun 1. Now I'm pretty sure that is 2 1.3 mils in hand as well.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
I thought that. So that's a heavy attack run. If he can survive this, he's going to be hitting.
Oh, even survive. I mean, you'd hope at least one of them. I mean, it's Momo. She just has to have a block in the hand and a block in bin, and it's a good try, mate. Try again later.
Yep.
Right, we are committing down. You're finished. I think it was just out of a. I probably didn't want to bother committing a small number because it can ready itself back up again.
Yep.
They were doing the Ian Grassman deep toss, check a 5, passes. Haven't used his -1. You can save that for a block, I guess. So if it's 1 off, you can make them come out for it if need be.
Yep. I'm doing Scott Tech here. I'm trying to see in the hand by looking around my screen.
Are you leaning all the way to the right?
I'm leaning quite a bit. I'm trying to figure this out. But it looks like there's a good few attacks in JP's hand, though.
Oh, I'm glad you can get that far around to see.
Final season, nice.
Yep, final season. All-Star here. That was the best card that came out of set 4, obviously, and it's obviously Shigaraki's running 4 of them.
Yep, everyone at this event is playing for the champ version.
That's true, that's very true. Oh, we're passing the 7. We don't want to give him the card or damage here.
I feel like you've got it at this point. Like, not because we know he's got 1.3 mils in hand, but like you just can't afford to potentially be getting like 2 draws out of this turn.
That's true. He's gone and grabbed a Rising Starlet from his bin there with his Momo in hand.
Yep.
So it means he can block this high and then respond with the other Rising Starlet to build the other one down.
Yeah, to build it down. Yep.
To replace him. So it's not bad. However, this Vile Season's grabbed some speed. Readying up the Ice Gliding again.
Yep, hopefully not another misplay happening.
Fingers crossed. He committed the Ice Gliding again in the same enhanced set.
I believe that's the misplay, yep. And I did somewhat call that there.
Yep. The corner can see the future.
Yep.
We're checking against the 5, passing again, easy stuff. So it's just, I think it's about the base stats this card, yeah, 3-4.
Yeah.
Easy enough block of a leaf here with a Rising Starlet in hand, blocking on the 6, 4, 5 and 6 to pass.
Yeah, easy bit should have been easier.
Should have been easier.
Yeah.
That is very true. Could have another foundation.
Game state didn't necessarily change, which is nice.
It is.
There comes it.
This is
it.
At least one of them.
Yeah. And he's going to. He's probably getting like 4 extra damage on that. I mean, this is enough to like win out the game.
Yeah. So he.
Do you just start seeing red?
Aye. So he's giving it. So he's hitting out with a minus speed. With the Momo building down his other Rising Starlet.
Yep.
So it's back to base stats.
Yep.
Momentarily.
Obviously builds and gets the health as well. Does that affect some of the numbers coming in? Probably not, as it's already 8 damage. It's putting them to the scary numbers.
Yeah, the last card in hand though, it depends whether the Momo has red. This is what's coming next, because they do have a 1 low block in hand, which is just a 5.
Yep.
To pass at this point. Shigaraki's uses -1 to check, so he's still got it going.
Yeah. This is the kind of point as well. It's like, do you block this one? Do you block this one and assume he's got more to come in?
Oh, we've got a house of cards. So, no, sorry, that was a commit from the indiscriminate. And blocking, I believe that's
on a 7.
Blocking a 7, failing 6 8, okay.
Oh.
That card shouldn't be in the card pool anymore, but it still is for some reason.
Yep.
Another indiscriminate.
Did that fail?
Okay. He chose to fail it.
He chose to fail it, right. I'm pretty sure.
Check to 3.
What the hell happened there? It failed. I don't know. I thought he could have passed that there.
No, if you checked the 3, it was 1 off. It was on
was
an
it 1
8,
off?
So
That's rough.
This just depends now. What did Momo just draw, and can it kill him?
Yeah.
So you've got -1 to check to the Invisible Infiltration, which you commit 1 and then the card you commit. So it's not the greatest thing to play into. Might end in the 9 step.
Yeah, makes sense.
A partial and you check a 3, not great.
Yeah, that's rough.
Takes the 5.
Fail,
okay.
Takes the 5. That's tough. That's tough. That's a bad position to be in.
Yeah, that's a really rough start for going this crackback. Is it a big crackback though? I mean, the Momo's got big cards. It's a pigeon flock.
You could say, is it too aggressive on JP's part? Where like this is like round 2 and we're seeing a very similar round 1 potentially here.
I don't think it was too aggressive. He did have the kill in hand. It was one of those ones, do you check well kind of situation.
Yeah.
The game is a problem, so it can always happen. He blocks a pigeon flock, so we're okay here. He blocks with Showdown, so he's committing out 2 foundations as well.
Yeah,
That could help in survivability side of things, yeah.
Yeah,
And
definitely. Yep, saves him.
Yeah, Showdown, big fan that card came back again, actually. It's really good for just slowing down the format again. It was really aggressive at the RLE, actually.
What was the misplay? We missed a misplay.
Missed it.
I think it was the Rising Scarlet build. Didn't maybe gain the health. Maybe didn't gain the health.
I missed it myself then.
I'm going to assumption. That's what we're going off of.
Well,
I can see Rising Scarlet in the stage. I'm going to assume that get built, and then he didn't gain the life. So I'm going to assume was the misplay there.
So Veil season coming down. We'll have all these misplays explained by head judge from the event. Okay, so we're using Attica Leisure Staging. Oh, great, so we hit out with the small and limber.
Yep.
Making a 5, or failing it, because it might want to check for the rest of the turn as well. Must have gone and done and checked the 7, which he's failed as well, because he's got the +2 damage on it there. It is only 1 speed.
Yep.
So he specialised it. So he's responded, specialised, and then Momo the card back and everything there, so he missed a wee bit.
That's alright, we're allowed to miss bits, as long as we know what hit.
It's blocked again. It's a lot committed though. That -1 really hard to do at that point. A league invitation?
I'm very curious. I mean, I guess if you're going to do it, you do it, I guess. Maybe it's just like... Is it maybe just like you autopilot, like, oh, I see this, I'm going to just do it?
Well, the thing is though, maybe he was looking to get the draws off of his own enhance and the vial there to find for attacks. He did just commit a lot though to just try and play foundations at this point, is the thing.
Yeah, it was like it was an interesting turn. Maybe he was hoping for more attacks. Maybe not enough attacks to like force it through.
Yeah, maybe it just been those draws he was wanting to get off, as I said.
We've not seen the rest of the hand yet, so maybe he's like floating with like 1 attack or something. JP, show me your hand. Nah, I don't think he's got attacks, to be fair. I actually don't think he's got attacks.
Yeah, I think he only had the one.
He had that one. Yeah.
It is the -1 for the Momo turn though, so it could hopefully keep them together for it as well. So that is checking a 4 essentially there. Checking a 3, because we put the extra -1 on it.
Yep.
No, we're choosing to pass, okay.
Yeah, you can't not
does
fail
build
this.
a card in, so we do get a foundation back essentially with a pigeon flock.
Yeah. And then...
we're using a step.
Nice.
And blocked, okay.
Easy block, and
Alright, we're just poking each other, right? Okay.
Yep. I think that's just saved them though. Like, it's just forcing too much commit maybe early on, and gets an extra bit of build. I think the Momo player's starting to get to this bit of like stage area where it's like, I think I'm going to be fine now.
Yeah, she's going to reach the critical mass where she can just start swapping cards out for what she feels like, kind of situation.
And at what point is JP going to run out of attacks? I mean, look how fast that deck's about to cycle.
It does go fast, the deck. The 7-hander that just keeps drawing, essentially.
Yeah.
It's not too bad, I'm not sure. So...
I don't know. I feel like I'm not sold on it yet.
I've enjoyed it. My deck's a wee more gimmicky. Mine's just trying to destroy as many foundations as it can as it plays through. It's a bit more gimmicky in that regard. But JP's deck on the day was pretty solid.
Yeah.
When it was working.
I think that's
it. And Momo there got a foundation back and readied up small number after the stun. And I think we have +1 to checks to block as well this turn.
I mean, he's only got to do 8 damage. This is the thing. Just got to get that 8 damage through.
8 times.
Yeah.
I'm interested in the stats end of the turn to see. I'm thinking the Shigaraki's played way more attacks, but the Mo got a lot more hers in. So the stats are interesting at the end.
Oh.
A reciprocal burst. Where did this come from?
This has to be a sideboard. This has to be sideboard. Now this is screaming EX3. What, 3 times? If he can get the damage to 7, right? He gets 2 damage on this. I mean, you're screaming +9 speed.
Yeah, you're screaming +9 speed. I mean, you can still give it +6 and give it the damage from its other momentum ability, but
Yeah, that's probably where you're going to
that was
get the.
unexpected.
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a killer.
So we're using the league invitation. So next check has -2. Oh wait, no, I think you took it back.
No.
Yeah, I think we're rewound that one for a second.
Yep. Lot of pointing.
A lot of stuff's happening.
Right, here we go.
He is going with -2 to next check, so
yeah.
it's effectively 2 speed unless you want to do the flip check a 7 for me. See where this winds up. So he's doing EX3 twice.
He does it twice, gives it the +3 speed, 6 speed in total.
Speed.
And then he's going to obviously do the discard to then get what?
Always getting the damage.
PK damage on it. Yeah.
Oh,
damage
but he's getting cancelled. No, the speed's getting cancelled.
Oh.
Yeah, it's printed that gets -3 speed, so it's way back down to 7 speed.
It's still damage. It's still getting there. Like, it only needed 2 damage to be fair, but it's not that scary unblockable speed.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a 2 block, you're blocking on a 9. What we going on an 8? You get a 1 roll.
Yeah. He's saying about the -2 to that check.
Check failed.
Yeah. And boom.
Oh, okay, we're 1-1.
We are 1-1.
What a big reciprocal burst coming out.
Yeah.
He's taking the game.
And there we have it. We had a draw. Genuinely thought Kyle playing Momo was going to get that heavy 2-0 hit in there. I just seen shades of round 1.
Yeah, definitely looked like it was going to repeat itself back to back, but then JP came out with that fantastic reciprocal burst and just took the game out from under them, sliding straight on in and out the other side with the draw there. It looks like they went right to time as well with it.
Yeah.
It was a great game from Kyle and JP. I thought really well played.
Oh, definitely. Let's dive into the stat board. Shiggy built 21 foundations.
Yeah, Momo built 30. I honestly thought this would be a wee bit further favoured on Momo's side, to be honest.
This is also over 2 rounds, mind.
Yeah, only 9 cards of a difference is a bit surprising, but it was quite an aggressive game. If it had been against a slower character, maybe Momo would have pulled ahead. That time she just recycles her cards through.
I also feel like the Shiggy player, like on JP, just didn't play enough foundations, and it just feels low. Like that's like basically 10 each round. For all the cards he had in hand, didn't feel as if as much seemed to hit the board.
It could have been the thought though that he can't go long against this character though. If he goes long against this opponent, he will just lose.
Even then, I guess you don't literally hit into many deadlock enhances against people if you're at 19 health.
Oh, exactly. Well, the Momo didn't want to go into deadlock either because across the board from them is Vile Seizing.
Attacks, Shigaraki comes in with 16 attacks.
Yep, Momo's on her 10 there. So definitely we thought in game that Shigaraki was more aggressive, especially round 1.
Yep.
With it, so not surprised to see that stat. I mean, Momo has to work less to do 19 damage as well.
And over 2 rounds, yeah, it looks about balanced as such, because especially round 1 wasn't really too long if you think about it. The turns were kind of sharp and kind of ended quite sharp as well. There was a lot of interruptions where then they both went into just build turns. Blocks is interesting. 7 blocks from Shiggy.
Yeah, Momo got 11 successful blocks, be it full or partial, but again, there is a disparity in the attacks. I think Shiggy only didn't block 3 of Momo's attacks, which led to a round loss.
Yep.
And again, with the same with this, only 5 attacks not blocked, so it's showing you the damage they're throwing at each other.
Yeah.
Just to end the game, essentially.
This number's interesting, though. Enhances 75.
Yeah. So Momo was high on 40, but I think you take it just with your E all the time.
I mean, I thought Momo was supposed to be the one that does the 75 enhances of like every possible thing, builds and switches board and stuff, but where did the 75 of those enhances come from? What?
I think you're a character with three abilities on it. That first one is every attack, so is the thing. So you've got it for 20. Oh, yeah, 75. So there's only 20.
It's only like, I don't know.
So, I mean, maybe they had he did have a ton of re-readying foundations using his defensive pieces and everything a lot more. So it might just be from that. And it does count all enhances, so it's all your enhances on your attacks and everything else.
Maybe there was more. It did not feel, in 2 games, it didn't feel like about 35 enhances were played a game.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, fair play, JP. Fair play. Jumping into the responses, we had 17 apiece, which does kind of check out a little bit, actually.
Yeah, definitely. Again, I think most of them probably are coming off of Shigaraki, just his own response, most likely, and then Momo's got all of her foundation nonsense. It was happening constantly with her rising starlight, so that all makes sense.
Then jumping into, we have passed without committing. We get a wee percentile here, so that was 64%.
And it was 71%, so I was just slightly better on the checks. Do you think, though, the Kyle had a lot more forward attacks?
I also think Kyle's number probably would have been higher if it wasn't for Shiggy hitting all those -1s as well. Without that, right, that number was probably closer to 90.
You know what? Probably was. It's way up another 10% or so, just getting way up into it without Shigaraki hacking the checks so often. So if you were to take that away, then Shigaraki really was down on the checks this game.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Next one on, we have cards committed for checks. 33 for myself.
23 for me, so 10 cards of difference here. Again, this last stat probably puts me at checking better, but you are making me make extra checks essentially at the same time.
Again, I think again the Shiggy forcing that -1, and you're committing stuff to force that through. Seems not too bad. It also seems as if the Momo player had a pretty decent balance on the checks anyway, going throughout the game, because they were able to play around the -1 from the first form and stuff like that as well. What we got next, we have fastest attack. So I got the 7, which is obviously would have been that reciprocal burst at the end.
Yeah, it'll be your blast attack's your fastest, and the 6 was what Momo used to kill round 1 again. It was the haymaker that came in.
Yeah.
6 speed. So I think the next stat, greatest fastest attack and greatest damage, is just the attacks that were played to win the rounds, actually.
A small part of me says it wasn't, actually. No, my 10 damage came from the indiscriminate.
Oh, so it did. There was a 10 damage at one point, wasn't it?
Because the reciprocal, I think, was only up at 8 or 9 or something like that. It was just lethal.
Oh, damn, I was hoping for that. Just the synergy on the stats there.
Nah, no synergy. We are Shigaraki. We are Chaos, even though he's not got that symbol yet.
I think he lost it for order, funnily enough.
Yeah, that's fair. We got additional cards next, and JP was half his deck was additional cards. That is 18.
Yeah, I think I got 4 extra cards because I every now and again got one, whereas you went, I'm gonna just take these.
I might just keep drawing. Just give me more cards. I don't care if it's a foundation. Prefer an attack, but I don't care.
We saw JP's hand in round 1 where I think at one point he had 9 cards or something.
Yeah, he had a stack. He had a stack of cards. Yeah, that's... What's the next one then? Total speed modifiers. Ooh. 27?
So my 35. Not much in it here. I think this was mainly coming down to Momo's own enhance.
Yep.
Because I believe this stat counts for the total sum of all changes applied, so Momo's would rack up faster.
Yep.
As she's going through it. Whereas I think yours was a lot of that ice gliding and control.
Yep. I think the Shigaraki number could have been higher if they had got through with that EX3 twice as well. Because I'm going to assume that is not part of this number.
No, I'd have to say it's the total of all speed modifiers, so that would have to be included there.
Maybe then, okay, so then maybe not a lot of speed otherwise then.
There's a little bit of speed you shouldn't have, remember, because there was a little bit of...
Yeah, there was a few too many times on the speed, yep. So I don't know if that was taken into account or not. And then the last but not least, we have total check modifiers. 34.
Yeah, I'm not surprised in this one. 14. So you are definitely the king of modifiers.
Yeah, he's implementing his playstyle very aggressively into the game. That's over the course of 2 games. Imagine what that would have been if they had to go to game 3. Some of these numbers could look way crazier if there's a 3 game happening.
Definitely. I do think that Kel was prepared for the Shigaraki matchup with the raiding the villain hideout, because that +1 back on it, so you can essentially turn off Shigaraki's first form. So I think he was well prepared for that, just in his deck in general, even if it wasn't intended for that, just as a normal we can get this back kind of thing. It was a great card for that matchup.
So yeah, I think we'll start wrapping up there. Hopefully we get rehired.
Hopefully we did a good enough job to come back. You have to let us know.
Yep, definitely. So obviously get some comments and subscribes on the videos and stuff, and tell us what we could do better as well. I'll catch you all later on.
Right.